Ladies and gentlemen, have you been injured on the job? Have you been injured on the job? Do you suffer from mesothelioma? Are you or a loved one diagnosed with a hernial mesh problem? Have you been a victim of a hit and run? Has someone snuck into your house and taking provocative pictures of you without your knowledge? Do people know more about you than they should? If that is the case, if you feel like anyone has ever violated you in any way, even if it was in kindergarten, and you'd like reparations, give us a call at Hazlett and Kopriva. We are your injury lawyers, your YouTube lawyers, your everything lawyers. Because at Hazlett and Kopriva, we put you first. Uh, 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 uh. At Hazlett and Kopriva. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. That thumbnail, Hazlett and Kopriva. Yes, it's El Chapo Hensley versus Hazlett and Kopriva Associates. At least that's what I'm seeing on the tubes. So, cheers to all of you this morning. No, Neo, that picture's not edited. I found that on Google. I searched for an injury lawyer, and Hazlett and Kopriva was at the top of the list. They have really great Yelp reviews. Tanker Yanker John, do you take cases of stealing other people's content? Listen, call the 1-800 number. I'm sure they'll be able to help you out. Tanker Yanker John. So, I mean, look it up. Anyways, I'm sure you guys have seen, if you have not seen, the recent development of 404 Dave talking about Hensley, then Hensley talking about 404 Dave, and then 404 Dave's follow-up video. There's 3 videos in this little mini series of YouTube drama as the wheel turns. So I'm going to shorten it up for you, give you the Reader's Digest situation. Apparently 404 Dave got in his feelers a little bit, and that's okay. Because Hensley talked about Ardor Express and these guys not being owner operators. I don't see them as a what you would say uh, owner operator, right? Because they don't own the truck. It's a lease situation with Penske trucks and all that. I'm not here to talk about that kind of stuff, but Hensley talked about that, and I think that's what got 404 Dave upset. So 404 Dave had a nice rebuttal, and 404 Dave um, talked about, well, Hensley, you might be an owner because you got the title of the truck, but you ain't operating the bitch. So, zinger right there. That was a good one. That was a good zinger. Um, and he talked about Hensley being on food stamps and mooching off his old lady, and all this kind of stuff. Now, listen, I've said it before, and I will say it again, ladies and gentlemen. You do not know how someone is going to react to what you say on YouTube. You cannot um, you cannot tell people how to feel about what you say. It's up to them, how they feel and how they react. Now, in this case, obviously, Dave took it a little harder, I think, than what Hensley thought would happen, and Dave got a little personal. And I understand it, and I get it, right? Hensley's done that to people in the past, and I think Dave felt justified in his measure of response. But we didn't see any proof, right? He has no proof that Hensley's on food stamps. He has no proof that Hensley mooches off of his old lady. He has no proof of anything. But he did post this picture, and I'm not going to share the picture. I saw the picture. Um, it's pretty fucked up, honestly. I mean, in the picture, Hensley looks really down, broken, torn apart about the whole thing. TJ also put a video up about this. Go check it out. Put the link in there, TJ Jones, Bowl of the Woods. Put the link in there to your video. Anyway, um, he put this picture up, and it's kind of like, what in the fuck? This is kind of weird, right? Like, I mean, that was my instant reaction. Was I was like, what the hell is this? And the video ends, and here we are today. This morning, about 3 hours ago or so, Dave put up a video because he caught a lot of shit for putting this picture out. So he put up a video talking about this picture, and he said that him and Hensley were passing their phones and tablets and shit back and forth or whatever, and Hensley must have, accidentally taken a picture of himself with Dave's phone. It's like, well, has that happened before? Okay, yeah, it has, right? I mean, we've all taken pictures accidentally before, but usually they're like of your fucking hand or the ground or the sky or something because you're fumbling with your phone. You hit, you got the camera already open for one, and you actually hit a button on the side that's a shortcut for taking a picture or whatever, right? We've all done that. I've taken a lot of fucking pictures of myself. I'm a very vain individual. Uh, and I'm sure you guys have taken a lot of pictures of yourselves and your children and your families. I have never accidentally taken a picture of myself that was full body, perfectly centered and in focus. Never done that before in my life. In my life. I also have never taken a picture of myself while my phone is floating 5 feet away from me to be able to get me in frame. I've never done that. I've never done that. Never done that. I've never taken a picture of myself from 5 feet. Like this has never happened. Let me just put, like, I've never, I've never like set up the fucking, I've never been this far away. I've never been this far away and been like, click. Like, did I just, like, oh man, shit, fuck. I accidentally just took this fucking picture of myself. Fuck me. Man. Shit. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to take my own picture right there. It never happened. Never happened. I've also never had a selfie stick that I've had 36 inches or 48 inches away that has taken a picture of me and the pole disappears. Never had that happen. Uh, Listen, Dave, what you did was just fucking creepy. Okay? It's fucking creepy. That is creepy as fuck. That is fucking creepy. That you took that weird picture of Dave or of Hensley and then saved it for 2 years, dude. 2 years or whatever. I mean, Hensley, listen, if your house wasn't already if your house hadn't already burnt down, if you hadn't already moved, I would be telling you to sweep your house for bugs and other cameras, because it feels like, Hazlett Esquire would have bugged your fucking house. You know what I'm saying? You might have looked in your toilet, and there might have been a camera just right under the rim looking up into your asshole, trying to see what you ate for dinner. That's the level of investigations that Hazlett and Kopriva has and that they'll go to. Okay? Maybe, Tiny. I don't know. Maybe. Who the fuck knows? It's just fucking weird. I think we can all agree that it's a weird fucking picture. Like, Billy kind of showed me this morning, like, he probably, he probably had the fucking phone, like, like up against his chest, or maybe he had it in his pocket, or maybe he was down doing a little side shot action. I don't know. Number of different things could have happened. But Hensley did not take that picture of himself. And then also, like, alleging that Hensley has hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of weed in his basement. Like, he's growing all this weed, right? I'm surprised you didn't go as far to say that maybe one of the fucking hydroponic systems short-circuited and that's what caused the fire. I don't know. But I will say this. The fact that Hensley's currently not facing charges for having an illegal grow in the state of Texas definitely nullifies your claim that Hensley had hundreds of thousands of dollars of weed grown in his fucking basement. Because when there's a fire, there's a fucking investigation, right? The fire marshal comes in and does his investigation to determine the cause of the fire. And if that were the case, I'm sure they would have found fucking buckets. I'm sure they would have found, roasted out heat lamps. I'm sure they would have found um, all kinds of craziness, right? You know what I mean? I'm sure they would have found evidence of that. So, I mean, you can't go around making accusations. This guy's El Chapo, all right? Hensley ain't sneaking no 100 pounds of fucking marijuana through a fucking tunnel, all right? Exactly, Dwayne. You're saying that Hensley had a basement. Like, he didn't have a fucking basement, right? It's just fucking weird. Yeah, all the fucking. I know Hensley. I know all the fucking all the fucking firefighters would have been stoned, right? If he's got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of fucking weed grown in the basement, there's probably some product, down there. Now that shit right there is a liable act. That's a fucking. I mean, it's not defamation, but it's liable. I mean, if someone were to associate Hensley with his company and not give him freight or whatever the case may be, because you're saying that the dude's fucking growing weed in his basement and everything, you could be held accountable for that kind of shit. You got to be careful with that, even if you say the word allegedly, because allegedly, implies that someone's fucking facing possible charges or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with that, Dave. But that fucking picture's weird as fuck. Weird as fuck. By the way, I talked to Coach this morning, Hensley, and he says he doesn't even have um, any of your personal info. So your allegations that Dave got some shit from Coach are completely false. I will say that. I just thought it was funny. I don't know. I mean, Hensley and Kopriva just sounded good. I wasn't like trying to include TC Boggs in the video, but Hensley and Kopriva will suck your dick. Or not Hensley and Kopriva. Hazlett and Kopriva. Sorry. Hensley, I had to throw a shot. Hazlett and Kopriva. Hazlett and Kopriva. We take it too far. Maybe Hensley. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We need a StreamYard on this. Hensley 404, Stewie, and Cooper. I want to know who knew about the photo. Well, this morning I talked to Stewie, and I talked to Cooper, and I talked to Coach, and none of them knew about the photo. What's the name? Just held on to that shit. What's the name? Held on to that shit. He was his own personal investigator. I guess he learned some tricks from RVT. I don't know. Maybe he learned some tricks from RVT. Next thing you know, fucking Hensley's gonna have the FBI showed up at his house. Talking about James Hensley. What do you know about Arter Express? You know, let's have a conversation outside. Here's a copy of your CDL and Social Security card. Yeah, I heard you say it in your video. I don't know, man. Tiny, we asked Coach the same question this morning. He said no. He has never seen that picture before. I agree, Ike. I agree. It is. It's sad when the fucking fanboys turn into paparazzi. Hensley, you better be careful. Dave's probably gonna get you on TMZ, dog. You're you're gonna you're gonna end up on TMZ, dog. Yeah. Davey Boy is a fanboy. He is a fanboy, dude. I mean, for those of you who don't know, that one Dallas truck show where we did the truck reveal for my W9, 404 Dave asked Coach, um, and this is by Coach's own admittance and Dave's for that matter. 404 Dave asked Coach if he could get him access to me and Ike. Like he literally said, "Hey, Coach, can you give me access to Lil Dawg and Ike Stevens?" That's fucking weird. Like we're normal people. You can just walk up and say what's up, But asking someone like, "Hey, can you give me access?" Just using the word access. I would understand if he said, "Hey, can you introduce me to these guys? You know them, I don't, whatever." Like I would understand that. Can you give me access? It's like you want to fucking sneak in my hotel room and put your finger in my butthole. That's weird. That's fucking weird. Curtis, it's weird, man. It's weird, right? Like, why would you want to put your? I don't know. It's weird. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. First knuckle only, TJ. Okay, first knuckle only, bro. Don't go past the first knuckle. I don't want. I can't take second knuckle. All right. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. That's 404 Dave's finger itching to touch Hensley. Oh yeah. Oh Hensley. Look at the way she rolls. Oh, I could just milk that fucking prostate, Hensley. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh man. Neo says he knows the truth behind the visit. I don't believe you. That's that baby Altuve knuckle. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Give me that baby Altuve knuckle. Whoa. That fucking, I can't do it with the pinky. Uh, 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 uh. Like Jon Snow, you know nothing. So yeah, Dave, fucking weird, man. Please don't do that shit. If you want to talk shit to Hensley and you want to claim that he's on fucking welfare or food stamps or whatever, fucking go for it. Because Hensley's made claims like that about people without putting shit on the glass. But if you want to say that he's fucking a fucking drug kingpin and all this kind of dude, you got to prove that shit, man. You can't go around saying that shit. You know, Hensley, you better text him a cease and desist. Text him a cease and desist, or email it in, or whatever. I forget how Trucker District used to do it. So, with that being said, guys, I got to get out of here. Remember, the Dawgpound's open. I'm not in there, but there's people in there, and and hopefully you all have a great day. 404 Dave, stop taking creepy pics of people. You're like the type of guy that's snapping a pic of my wife's ass while we're in line at the grocery store. That shit'll get you knocked the fuck out, easy. So, you guys take care. Have a great fucking day. Have a great fucking day. I'm going back to the Wolfpack chat to hang out with my people and talk about this situation. Peace out, everybody. Be good.